Seeya.
Hello again.
How are you?
Learning.
Learning, you're learning.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. So, everyone, and
Hello.
hey, doing well. And we are having some food also at the moment before that,
Yeah.
but we are a bit hungry today, right?
Yes, and we also talked about the topic for this cast.
It's food.
Yes, it's food, and it's also kind of our favorite food. I have some favorite foods that I could talk about, and I think you have quite a few.
So, this is made by Seeya for me. I'm
Yeah.
having it. Sorry, folks.
We could start with that one that you're eating now. I mentioned it when we talked about festivals in Sweden. It's a very popular dinner meal called Jansson.
Johnson.
Jansson's Temptation.
So, this is a Johnson.
Yes, half of it.
Half of it.
The other is filled paprika.
Mm.
That's a new recipe I tried. Well, I think it went quite well. But the Johnson here is one of my top favorite, top 5. It's made by, it's very easy to do. You take potatoes and cut them like pommes frites, and you mix it with onion, chopped onion, and you have a special kind of fish that you put on, and then you pour cream on top of it and into the oven for about 50, 60 minutes, 200 degrees. Lovely.
Of course,
Easy.
it's lovely.
Yeah, easy to do, cheap, and also good nourishment. Fish is good.
So tasty.
Yeah.
As always, your food is tasty.
Oh, thank you. But
So-
that's one of my favorites.
Your-
Can you tell me one of yours?
Yes, I have actually many. I would say in Sri Lanka, I love to eat kottu. We have a food called kottu. It's a typical Sri Lankan food, street food. It's a street food, and of course, then and now we always like to eat kottu. It's made out of I would say you have this what do you call plain kind of a dough, a kind of pizza dough. It's just like a dough called roti.
Yeah.
You use it for wraps here. I can't remember the name. The wrap. Yeah, the wrap inside you fill it up, and they make
Like kebab.
Kebab. I would say yeah, kebab. They mix
Pita bread.
mix meat, egg, different sort of vegetables, and on a pan of heated pan they chop it. I'll share some pictures with you guys also. How about yours? Another one.
What is the flavor, the taste?
You have different flavors. You can have chicken kottu, have beef kottu, egg kottu, there's mixed kottu. What else you would like?
Well, when Sweden was a great nation with we had the big parts of Europe. We were fighting down in Germany and Poland and even down to Turkey. The soldiers brought home recipes, and one of them is called kåldolmar, meat with rice and onion and salt, pepper. You wrap that in like a package and then into the oven for also about 50 minutes, maybe an hour. I used to have also soya on it, and I like to have syrup on top that gives a sweet.
Which syrup?
Light syrup.
Okay.
Yeah.
It has a flavor.
Yeah.
It gives a flavor.
It gives this flavor of the sweetness.
Uh-huh.
And it's also very nice. The soya part, I think, is also a big difference from the original recipe.
Ah.
So that one together
Which part that comes from in Sweden? Do you know any part that originated?
No, I think that you find it maybe mostly in the south and middle of Sweden, but you eat it in all part of Sweden because the soldiers that brought this home to Sweden, this was during the 16th century, so it's several hundred years ago.
Okay.
The soldiers came from all parts of Sweden. So that's not a particular place for that. If you talk about particular dinners, well, it's not on my 10 top list, but it's very nice and good food that's making in the oven.
Whole goose.
Whole goose.
Wow.
You stuff it with onions and carrots and apples and prunes. So you get a very good sauce to it. And that should I also say cold dolma. You serve it with cooked potatoes and with creamy sauce. That's really nice. And also this goose dinner is particular for southwest of Sweden, a region called Skåne. Skåne. That had plenty recipes. You like it for much? Doing that. Have we had it? Yes, yes, and also done it. Okay. It's a bit complicated in that way that you have to have the goose in the oven for several hours. To be honest, I had many of the making food, and I had many food of this, but I don't know the names. But I had it. I mean, so tasty. Still, I'm figuring out the names. But Swedish food are tasty. It's not so hot as your food. Yeah, having spicy food. Yeah. Yeah. Once I cooked. That time we were new to Sweden, and we bought the spices from direct Sri Lanka. Didn't realize I mixed it less though, but it's too much. We call nasi goreng. It's popular in Sri Lanka too. I love it, and I like that food. Also, in that one, you mix also meat with the shrimp, exact. Chicken, like that. Yeah, it comes with an egg, fried egg, and a lot of what do you call flavors in it, spices in it, and fried with oil. But you can have fish. Also, they can have chicken, and also uh, it's actually wrapped in banana leaf. It's a meal from Spain called paella. It's also rice mixed with different kind of vegetables, and you can have the chicken, shrimps together with the meat, and you just mix it in the pan and serve it with fried eggs. And what else do you like in Sweden? I like a soup. I will soup. Put that on the top then also. You are a soup fan. Yeah, I'm a soup fan. And he has a fridge full of soup. And it's a separate fridge, and it's full of soup. Whatever the soup he makes, the rest of the soup goes into containers or plastic bags, goes into the freezer. And it's a collection of soups. Yeah, when I make food, when I cook, I like to have big recipes. Yes. So I do it's too much for you. Than one person. Usually it's for 6 to 10 persons. So I divide it and put it in the fridge. To eat it later. To eat it later. But you forget sometimes. It's well, I'm working on eating it up. Yeah. But sometimes we helped also. Back to the soup. It's made of yellow peas. Yellow peas. Yellow peas. No, it's not like green peas. That's a special kind. Green peas are soft. We call chickpeas, I think. I don't know what. It's the same, similar. Yeah, even so, it's a very hard peas. Yes. You put them into water during the night, water with a bit of salt. To make it smoothen. So to make them smoother. And then you boil them together with water and bouillon. And also I have onion and carrot inside the same soup. And just let it boil for at least 1 hour. I usually take 2 hours. And sometimes I put chopped potatoes inside the soup. It makes it a bit more in it. And the potatoes cooks so it dismantled, so it becomes a bit creamy. That soup. And also, I don't know the name of the thyme, the flavor thyme. 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 Yeah. We call thyme. Thyme. Yeah. I have quite a lot of thyme. The leaves. Very good in that soup. And I like back in Sri Lanka chicken, rice, and curry. Just chicken, rice, and curry. I love my mom's food also. What is her secret? Every mom make their own recipe. So yeah. But your mom? My mom's recipe would be love. It's the secret recipe. More love in it. She make it more tasty. And also when it comes to my mother-in-law, I love her food as well. I miss those as well. She makes a lot of good food. My mom. And yes, I love the homemade chicken curry and beef curry. And that is chicken, rice, and curry. Chicken, rice,
and chicken curry and rice. Plus, you have side dishes like dal, maybe a green leaf mixture salad, and maybe a brinjal, maybe some certain other vegetable in it. Like we don't just eat chicken and rice. We have several like three, four, five other varieties.
Hey,
If it is fish,
that's a difference
yes,
between Sri Lanka and Sweden food culture. I think
exact
you have
a lot.
a lot of different on the table, and then you we have potatoes and then the main dish, or rice and the main dish.
And usually we eat by hand.
Yeah, it's a special rice you use to take up.
We have our local paddy fields. They produce different sorts of rices. We have red rice, we have samba rice, we have called nadu rice, different varieties, and we have also basmati.
One is
That one
what
is
I
yeah,
use.
yeah. In Sweden, it's a lot of basmati than other varieties. But back in Sri Lanka, we have herbal rice also, certain herbal rice, which is good for patients like who are having diabetes or cholesterol. They consume those rice. And yeah, and we use a lot of spices. And it doesn't mean that we hard core spice, but it gives a good boost for immunity as a whole. So that's why I think when it comes to Sri Lankans, they have good immunity. Even in COVID period, we had that immunity due to the food culture that we have. And we use a lot of ginger in our food even, not only in tea. And yeah, but now the fast food culture is there, so I'm also was a lover of fast food.
Yeah.
In Sri Lanka, we like bitter roti, like we call bitter roti means egg.
Bitter roti.
Yeah, bitter means egg,
Yeah.
egg roti, and they cut it and put chicken gravy sauce, chicken pieces. I'm getting
I see on your face that you
yeah, it's
want to
changing.
have that
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
What do you thought about the Johnson?
This is nice though. This
Yeah.
is nice. This is really nice and really well. And once you said about one this sausage type, this curvy one that you put into soup. What do you call that?
Falukorv. That's a special sausage we have in Sweden. It's a protected name. Korv must have some special ingredients for to be called falukorv.
So it's a patent.
Yeah, you can call it that. Falu, that's a town up in Sweden. I don't think the sausage was originally from that town, but it's called Falu korv. Korv is sausage. It's mild and the children loves it. Okay. They can eat Falu korv together with anything, macaroni, potatoes, rice, name it. The Falu korv goes down for children and for me.
Okay. What are the other highlights? Highlight real like culture. What do you think you can?
Generally,
Yeah, generally add on to this.
well, we have those national köttbullar, meatballs.
Yeah.
I think it's special for Sweden. I think I mentioned it together with the podcast we had about festivals. We have Jansson and we have meatballs to the big festivals. Meatballs is like falukorv for the children. If there are meatballs on the table, they choose that. And also together with cooked potatoes and brown creamy sauce. Really nice. And meatballs is simple. You take, what do you call it?
Minced.
Minced meat, and I used salt, pepper, very fine chopped onion in it, and a bit of cream, not too much, but just a bit of cream. And then you mix it and you roll them like small balls, smaller than tennis ball, smaller than golf balls, and you fry them in the pan, and that's that. And then many families has their own secrets about how they do it, like your mother's
Yes.
recipe. So, for instance, in my family, we always talk about grandma's meatballs, and I think I have that recipe
Okay.
in my family. But it's my son that is leading in doing meatballs.
I would say Seeya's son, Seeya's grandchildren maybe especially Adrian also now into cooking, and they cook well, especially Seeya and Stoffer.
It's nice to have children that likes to make food.
Of course.
Because it's also an economic issue. If you, like many, I think, buy food ready done, for instance, those working there go out and have lunch and pay in Sweden about 10 euros or more for just the lunch, instead of taking with you from home a small box with what you did for dinner last evening, 10, 15 crowns, 1.5 euro. And then you also can choose the things that you like.
Yeah.
And you mix it with vegetables, and you have some fruit with you to work.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have your. But I think in those days, especially since the pandemic, more people are taking food with them. They learned something during that period.
You cook your own food, and
Yeah, that's. I don't know how you do at home, but my thinking is that it's good to learn the children to cook food.
also let us know in comment section
Yeah,
what are the food that you love.
yeah,
We also like to know
yeah. Give us
examples.
and we have a thinking that in coming pods we also could make something in the kitchen.
Yes, see
To
how
show
yes,
how we do it, but not as professionals as the cooks you see on TV, but
it's home cook.
just get the feeling of how it can be in the kitchen.
You will see in coming pods if you follow us, keep following us. How we make these fine tuning the recipes. What he said, maybe a soup,
Yeah.
maybe some special dish. So
Please follow
follow us.
There's a special
Request, and there's a special button.
Yeah,
There's a button.
subscribe. It's
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
Help us to spread this.
Yes. So do that, as Sia said. Please follow us, and please keep watching us. Do support us. Let us know your thoughts. So thank you very much. Bye bye.